we're going to be talking about what's on my Christmas wish list, and I thought this might be a little bit of a fun topic. You know, sometimes I can share, minimalist gift ideas, but maybe, you might be wondering, well, like, what do you actually, what would you ask for Christmas? So I figured I would share with you guys what I've got on my Christmas wish list. Like I've shared before, I love the idea of Christmas wish lists or birthday wish lists, whatever, because they help give you direction so that you can give intentional gifts to others. So yeah, today I'm going to be sharing with you what I'm asking for Christmas, and maybe it gives you some ideas or inspiration. I hope it does. Why don't we go ahead and jump right in? But before we do, let me introduce myself. If you don't know me yet, I'm Ashlyn, and I make videos on this channel 3 times a week normally, but I'm stepping it up a little bit during this few days leading up to Christmas. So yeah, on this channel I make videos about minimalism and intentional living. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so below. I would love that. And yeah, let's jump in. So first off, my family knows that I love dates with my siblings, with my parents, whatever. If they want to take me out and treat me to some kind of food or coffee or any kind of fun experience, I am always game for that. With this one, my family tends to know my favorite restaurants in Raleigh, so I kind of leave it up to them a little bit. In the past, my siblings have given me Panera gift cards, and they've taken me out to Fresca's, which is a coffee and gelato place that has a lot of gluten and dairy-free options. So that's kind of a standing thing that's always on my wish list. I love things like that. As far as other experiences go, I'm always down to go see a movie, watch a play. There's an orchestra here in Charlotte, so if somebody gave me tickets to see a show of that, I would be super excited about that. And there's also a whitewater rafting center nearby, so anything along those lines, anything that has to do with a trip or seeing something new, that's the kind of thing that really excites me. So that's kind of standing on my wish list, but I don't necessarily specify, X, Y, and Z, like I'd like to go see, this play. Usually my family tends to know that, so I don't necessarily specify unless it's something that I really, really want to do. Like this year, we just moved to Charlotte, and there's this whitewater rafting and tree climbing and BMX racing and rock climbing and ropes course, and it's like everything in one, and it's just this one, whitewater rafting center about 20 minutes away from us. So that's one specific thing. Christopher and I are thinking of getting seasons passes to go. It's like $200 or something like that. If somebody gave me money towards a season pass there, that would make my day. So, that's kind of one specific one on my wish list. So experiences, food, trips, day trips, anything like that, always on my wish list. But I'll leave that a little bit more open-ended because there are lots of different kinds of things I like. Where I do definitely tend to get a little bit more specific is with food and with just things in general. So with food, I'm gluten and dairy free, so I just kind of ask that people stick within that so that I can actually eat that food. Anything from Trader Joe's or Whole Foods, I'm probably going to like those, so I'll kind of steer people in that direction. As far as physical things go, I do have a couple of things that I am asking for Christmas. Honestly, I keep an Amazon wish list throughout the entire year, and as I come across something that I'm thinking of buying for myself or letting people get me as a present, I'll just add it to my Amazon wish list and just kind of curate it throughout the year. If there's something I decide I don't want anymore, take it off the list. If there's something that I need, like right now I need a reusable battery charger and the rechargeable batteries. So I'm probably going to buy that and take that off of my wish list because that's something I need before Christmas. So yeah, but I figured I would share what's on my wish list with you. We can just go ahead and go through this. I just mentioned batteries. That's something that I just need before Christmas, so there's that. Oh, I have a fabric defuzzer shaver on here that takes like the pills off of your clothing by just like lightly shaving them off. I really like the idea of that, and I feel like that would be so useful just because I wear a lot of sweaters like this that get pills on them really easily, and so having something that, you know, just kind of takes them off really easily, I feel like would probably be a lifesaver, because like the way it is right now is I'll spend like hours just picking fluff off of me. I also have a 23andMe DNA ancestry test on my list. I have kind of an inkling of where my family is from. I know I have a lot of Irish, some Italian, some German, and I think Ukrainian maybe. But I would be really curious to know where my ancestry actually is from, kind of definitively, because there is kind of a messy history with my family's DNA and things like that. So I think it would be really fun to be able to know for sure, you know, what makes up me. I have a couple of things for my camera on here. I have really been getting into, you know, photography and taking video and things like that over the past, you know, year since I got my camera, and I would love to have an external microphone, so just kind of like a lavalier mic, so that I can up the sound of my videos. And there are also two lenses that I have my eye on. So I have the 50mm lens on here and the 24mm lens on here. I put them both on because I don't really know which one I want more, and I'd be okay if somebody got me either one. So I just kind of put them both on there, and if somebody were to get me one as a Christmas present, then they could just pick whichever one they wanted. Okay, I have a reusable travel mug on here. I've been using my Clean Canteen for all of my hot drinks, as well as my water, but the difficulty of that is that it keeps them so warm that I literally cannot drink my tea until 3 hours after I've made it originally, which kind of defeats the purpose of having a to-go mug. So I have an Elo ceramic and bamboo travel mug on here, and I feel like that would be a really great solution because I love taking tea with me to go. So being able to just have my little tea in there, I think would be a great option. I have a couple of books on here that I've been really wanting to read. The first one is L'Art de la Simplicité, How to Live More with Less. I checked this book out of the library and started reading it and could like just feel how good of a read it was going to be, and then we moved. And I feel like that would be a book that would be really fun to just have as a reference book. I think that a lot of the advice that it had in it, just from, you know, the couple of days that I was able to, you know, look at it and read it, a lot of the advice it had was timeless, and I feel like it would be a good reminder book that I could look back on. Another book that I would love, either the ebook or physical book, whichever of, is Essential, the Essays by the Minimalists. I also started this book. This was granted a few months ago because our local library didn't have it. So I started this book, I think it was in a bookstore, had to put it down, but it was really interesting. So I would love to be able to read that. And then the final book is Read This If You Want to Take Great Photographs. I also have an electric milk frother and heater carafe. Essentially, I just want something that can give me steamed milk because I love a good steamed milk chai tea latte or coffee latte. And I would love the ability to be able to make that at home. I can make good coffee because I have a French press, and I can make good tea because I have loose leaf tea, but being able to foam my milk before I pour it in, I feel like would be something that I would use probably every day. I've also asked for a pair of black Nike shorts because I currently have red ones, but the problem is that several of my athletic shirts are maroon, and maroon and true red don't look good at all together. And so it would be really nice to be able to have a pair of black athletic shorts so that I can actually make use of all of the athletic shirts in my closet. Plus I only have one pair of running shorts, so I feel like a second pair might not be the worst thing in the world. So a pair of running shorts. So the last things I've asked for are just kind of some reducing waisty things. I've asked for some reusable straws, bamboo ones. We don't have any straws in the house and I don't want to buy plastic straws, so I feel like bamboo straws would be a great option. I'd also be interested in glass straws, but I put the bamboo ones on here. I've also asked for a stainless steel 3-in-1 lunchbox, which I think would be really useful for if I am on the go trying to bring lunch somewhere. That happens a lot more than I like to admit, especially being gluten and dairy free. Oftentimes I have to bring my own meals places, so that would be really helpful. And then I have some plant-based bamboo toothbrushes, which I think would be really cool to be able to use a more eco-friendly toothbrush because I've been using plastic ones. I feel like it would be a good switch to make. So yeah, if you guys were curious about what I'm asking for Christmas, I hope this clarified or maybe gave you some ideas and inspiration on maybe what you might be interested in asking for Christmas. Just in case you wanted to reference it, I will definitely leave the link to that list below, as well as the items on the list. And yeah, I hope you guys found this interesting. Let me know in the comments below what you're asking for Christmas, if you're asking for anything at all. You guys have a fantastic day today, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember to subscribe today if you haven't already, and Merry Christmas.